Chantelle Cameron versus Katie Taylor 2 for the undisputed super lightweight championship of the world. Now, this rematch, I see it going one way, and that's repeat. If you've seen the first fight, you will know that Chantelle Cameron continuously and constantly brought the fight to Katie Taylor. She showed what an amazing engine she has, and she got that well-deserved victory, which was seen as an upset to many. Now, the scorecards were atrocious. I think one judge gave it a draw and the other judge gave it by 2 rounds, which was definitely not the case if you're watching the fight. But again, she went to Katie Taylor's hometown of Ireland and she fought her there. So it's understandable. And also, Katie's a legend in the sport of boxing. But I see this fight going no other way than repeat. I see Chantelle Cameron doing the same. I see her doing it with more confidence this time because she's felt the power, she's felt the skill, she's felt the speed, and she knows that she's better than Katie Taylor. And she proved it in the first fight. But firstly, big respect to Katie Taylor. She's a pioneer in the sport. If it wasn't for her, women would not be allowed to box in the Olympics. If it wasn't for her, women probably wouldn't have the eyes that they have now. Because remember, Eddie Hearn signed her. Eddie Hearn was probably one of the first promoters to actively, invest and, put his all into a female fight. And because of him, that in turn got the interest of other networks, other promoters then followed suit. And look what happened. Women are being paid properly. Women have been given the platforms that they deserve. And it's great to see. And that's, Katie Taylor is one of the women that, was the pioneer for that. And if it wasn't for her, women wouldn't be paid what they're worth. So big shout out to her. And regardless of what she does, she's going to go down in the Hall of Fame. She's going to be one of the greatest, women fighters of all time. So, shout out her. But I honestly think this is Chantelle Cameron's time. This is the passing of the guard. Chantelle Cameron is coming on smoke. She's coming to give Katie Taylor the work. Let's be real. She feels disrespected. She's got a chip on her shoulder from the first fight, the way the fight's been promoted. Even this second fight, again, it's in Ireland. She wanted to fight for Katie Taylor's undisputed lightweight championship to add to her legacy. They refused that. Again, to be fair to Katie, which is understandable because Katie wants to, if she is to win, she wants to say that she won it under the same stipulations, at the same weight, same everything. Nothing was different to give her that advantage. And I don't think Chantelle sees it that way. But, Chantelle wants to fight for the undisputed titles, for her legacy, understandable. And Katie wants to have the rematch the same. So if she does win, no one's going to say anything. But regardless, I still think Chantelle Cameron's going to come through. This is the passing of the guard. Chantelle Cameron is up there. In my opinion, she's top 2 pound for pound in the world. She's number 2. Some people can argue and say Serrano. The only reason I wouldn't put Serrano there, even though the fight between her and Taylor was very controversial. Very controversial. I believe that Serrano won that fight. But the reason why you can't put her up there is because ultimately the judges scored it for Katie Taylor. And Chantelle Cameron now has a win over Katie Taylor. So you have to put her number 2. Number 1, of course, is Clarissa Shields, purely on what she's done, the caliber of fight she's faced, the number of titles she's won. So, yeah, there's no arguing that. So I feel like it's Chantelle Cameron's time, and if she wins this fight, she's got a lot of, big payday fights there, legacy building fights there. Her legacy, I feel like it's already been built very well, but it's only going to go up now. She's got the undisputed welterweight fight, potentially the winner of McCaskill, Sandy Ryan 2. She's got mega fights. Maybe, I don't know, Alicia Baumgardner's going to move up and challenge her for her titles. She has a lot of options out there. So, yeah, it's going to be a great fight. I wish both of them the best. But ultimately, my final prediction is Chantelle Cameron is the winner.